Okay, I topped off the fuel. Well, I put in 5 gallons. That'll get me as far as I need to go today. It had quite a bit in it, but that almost filled it up. So I added some lead substitute. I used to be able to get lead additive. You can't get that anymore. It's lead substitute, but I run it in this old rig. So yeah, topped off the oil, and one tire needed some air, and I think we're ready to go. This is for those of you who are new around here, new to this channel. There's quite a few new subscribers, so just a real quick little background on this. This is the original 32 engine for this little Chevy pickup. It's a 194 cubic inch. First Chevy 6-cylinder was 1929, and it was 194 cubic inch like this one, and then somewhere between 29 and 1937 I think they punched it out a couple of times. I know they made a 207, but it's the same block as this one. And then in 1937 they went to the 216, which is a bigger block. That tri-power manifold, somebody built that. That's homemade. Somebody made that probably in the 40s or 50s, maybe even in the 60s, I don't know, but it came up on eBay, and I got that for 49 bucks, and I can't remember if the shipping was included or if it was plus the shipping, but at any rate it was a deal because nobody bid on it. Nobody in the whole wide world had any use for it at that time but me, because it won't fit a 216 or 235, ones we're all more familiar with. It'll only fit this or the 207. So I snagged that up right away, and then I've got videos of where we split the exhaust and put the dual exhaust on, and I've got videos of this whole build. And I built got a chunk of aluminum and built an adapter plate and put a 1990 S10 T5, a 5-speed tranny, behind that old 32 engine, so as not to throw the Babbitt rods out of the thing. But my plan was to just run this. When I found out it'd run, I go, well, that's pretty cool. Doesn't have any power. By 1932 they had a balanced crank and they got it up to 50 horsepower, but still I spend a lot of time waving people around me when I'm going up hills. So 50 horsepower, it don't go real fast, but I can get out and run 60 with that 5-speed, you know, with that overdrive gear, so it's okay. But my plan was to just run this thing until I threw the Babbitt rods out of it, and then do an upgrade. But that was 8 years ago, and it just hasn't happened. And I'm not nice to it. I drive it hard as I need to get up this canyon. But it just keeps hanging in there. So as long as it hangs in there, I'll keep driving it. All right, that's enough yakking about this thing. Let's go for a ride. solar panels getting a little sun today. His eyes are going to light up tonight. The Rockabilly Rat. I don't think sure runs good. This is my gas tank. My gas tank's under here. This is the original tank for this truck. I took it out and did a pour 15 treatment on it, and they make a really good gas tank treatment. And I etched it, and then put some coating in there, and it's white, so you can see if there's any trash or anything in it. Worked out real well. But originally the gas tank was under the seat on this truck. It had a little bench seat in it, so when you went to put gas in it, you know, everybody had to pile out. Well, everybody, it would haul 3 people, and it was pretty close quarters at that. But anyway, everybody had to get out so you could take the seat out and put the gas in, because it didn't have, that was the only, just had a cap on the tank, in the middle of the tank, and that was under the seat. So I guess people were not in a big hurry back in 1932. Didn't mind taking the seat out to fill it up with gas. What a deal. When I put it together, I thought it ought to have a little bit of bling bling, so I saved this when I restored my Impala. So I put a little panel, little Impala panel on each side. Just a little bling. But this old truck has been running strong for about, I guess I've had it on the road about 8 years now. I built this thing in 5 months. I built the frame. That old frame, of course, it was built to flex, but not as much as it was. You could pick up the back of the frame, and it was like a wore-out wheelbarrow. The handles flopping on each side. So I just did away with it and built the frame and got it the way I wanted it. Okay. As my friend 805 Road King says, that's enough of this. See y'all later. Hey, thanks for going along on the ride. Appreciate you. Yeah, buddy.